Do you know the feeling when you've tried everything to move forward? You tried everything to change your life, and yet somehow it feels like you are just running around in a loop. No change happening, and you're just experiencing the same thing over and over again, just from like a different perspective or a different angle. If so, then stay with this video because I'm going to dive into it and I'm going to share with you a reason why you might be stuck and how you can break that cycle. Before I get into that, welcome to this video. Everybody who's coming back, welcome back. Everybody who's new to my channel, welcome to my channel while I'm repeating myself with words today. Anyways, if you have not, then subscribe to the channel. And yeah, it would mean the world to me because this is my mission, this is my purpose, to support you, to support people who are looking to expand themselves, to figure out who they truly are deep down within themselves, to live a self-led life, a happy life, a fulfilled life, and embracing all the ups and downs and the in-betweens. This is also me. I do not hold back. I do not filter. I do not mask anything. Like if you've seen my previous videos, like I get emotional and none of it is fake. None of it is pretending anything. And let me check my microphone that it's on. Yeah, it's on. Anyways, I don't hold back and I don't pretend. Like I do not cut my videos. I cut my videos in the beginning and in the end. That's it, because I don't want you to necessarily have to see me look for a button, but that's it. Like I don't hold back. Like for me, it's very important to show you that, I fuck up sometimes, a lot of times. Every video, there's something that's happening. Like my video goes out, my microphone is not on. Like when my microphone is not on, that's the only time I do re-record my video. That fortunately only happened once, but there's no point in uploading a video when there is no sound. But yeah, this is my purpose. I want to share with as many people as possible, like that it is okay to be you. It's okay to be you. And there are times where it's not okay to be you, and I want to share with you today when it is not okay. And with not okay, I don't mean like as a judgmental kind of way of saying it, but as a way of it's not okay because if you want to move forward, there is something you need to change. And it's not you who you need to change, but something about you, kind of. But I'm not going to take it away yet, so stay tuned. But yeah, really, for me, it's important to show you, like, because I feel like there's so many people out there, especially like on social media, and I don't want to judge anyone. Like everybody is like, I believe, like one of my coaches always says, like people do their best with the level of consciousness they're at, and I truly believe that everybody's doing their best and just trying to figure out what life is about. And the thing is, what I've been missing, kind of, what I've not really seen is people who are, especially like me as a coach. I kind of miss people who are in that kind of position of supporting and helping other people navigating through life, who just show authentically like that they are human too. And for a long time was afraid. And I'm sharing this. Now that I share it, I realize it's why I'm sharing it, and it's because it's connected to what I'm saying today about the one thing that is important to do to move forward. For a long time, I was very much afraid to show emotions. I was holding back, and I don't know why that makes me emotional now. I guess it's because for a long time in my life, I was trying to hide. I was trying to be someone else. I tried to be just being someone that I I wasn't, or that I wasn't ready to be yet. And like in my youth, especially, like being confused, not knowing that I was gay, it was just like, for me, it was such a difficult time. And people that, like, I had amazing people around me who at that time I didn't acknowledge them in a way. I wasn't aware of them in the way that I am today. And I focused so much on people that weren't good for me. And I tried to win their approval, to win them over. And when they kind of betrayed me and bullied me and were very homophobic, I wasn't even out of the closet yet. And for me, outing myself was a very, very hard time. Um, so basically, pretty much in the beginning, when I outed myself, I it was because I kind of had a crush on someone and fell in love, and I was rejected. And through a few things that happened one night, I ended up in the psychiatric hospital. And that was back in New York, when I was living in New York, going to acting school. And it was fortunate, it was just for a night. And it was a wake up call for me as well. And I really, I'm glad I made that experience, but I'm glad that nothing more serious happened. And for me, it was really a wake up call in many ways, but mostly a little bit later as well. In that moment, I wasn't really aware of what was happening. Like, I couldn't, like, there was so many emotions going on, so many things in my life, that I wasn't really, on a conscious level, not really processing it the way I can process things today. And through a lot of life experiences, like a lot of betrayals, relationships where I was emotionally abused by a narcissist, and the relationship that I was in the beginning of the year, where I was left like pretty much out of the blue. And it was just so many different experiences. Or like in my youth, I think it was like 18, 19, one of my closest friends, or who I thought was my closest friend, he just stopped talking to me and just telling me like, oh, I'm too sensitive, I'm too emotional, and he can't deal with that anymore. And I'm like, wow, I thought a friend is there to support me, no matter if I show up emotionally or not. But somehow I kept being, like, I kept that part of me. And why I'm saying like that part of me, because what I said earlier in the video, and what is one of the most important things in order for you to move forward and actually create the life that you want and deserve, is that you have to do or go through the hardest breakup ever. You have to break up with an identity of yourself that has no that is no of no service, of no benefit for you anymore. Like, you've kind of outgrown that identity. And the thing is, in my experience, we're holding on to an identity like from the past, that even though it's not serving us anymore, but because it's familiar, and because there is something that we connect with it, that subconsciously, if we, like, subconsciously we know, if we let go of it, so many things in our life we'd have to let go of. And it's basically our brain is our brain wants the best for us. The problem is the best for us, what the brain thinks is the best for us, is usually not the best for us. So the brain wants the best for us, meaning that it always looks for familiar. It looks like it makes us rather like to stay rather in a situation that is bad for us, but that is familiar, because that way it knows how to deal with it. It knows how to react. It knows kind of what to expect, how to prepare for it, and how to also safeguard itself in case of danger. With unfamiliar things, and that's basically the future, especially if we are shedding our old identity and go into like a new way of being, our brain does not know how to deal with it, because it's like, that's familiar and unfamiliar, that's scary, that's dangerous, I do not know what's going to come. I rather stick with the old. I rather stay the way I am rather than be someone I don't know what's going to happen in the life of that person or that version of myself. So we are manipulating our brain, our subconscious, our like whatever it is in our brain, the fear, like it's preventing us, it's manipulating us to stay who we are, even though it's not where we want to be, because it's familiar and it's safe. It's kind of like the comfort zone, which I call the habit zone. It's like a habit to stay in situations even though we like there's no comfort in it. Like we stay in familiar situations because it's become a habit, and we know we don't have to think about it. We just know how to deal with it. We just know what's going on. It's just like the same thing over and over again. When we want to expand and change, we have to get out of the habit and change habits and grow and expand. And we have to go through what I call a fear zone and a relapse zone, and like so many different zones in a way to then be able to implement change. And I think it's one of the bravest things, but also the hardest things to do, to break up with ourselves. And I've been basically doing that with myself. And I actually started with that right after the breakup. I joined like a free seminar with the guy who's now my coach, Aaron Dowdy. And it's really incredible because when he was coaching me in that free seminar, he asked me to break up with a part of my identity that was like that was connected with the fear of abandonment. And he helped me like really divorce the fear of abandonment, where I'm like, I divorce you, thank you for protecting me, but this is it. And whenever it comes back knocking at my door, I'm like, it's over. And I've done that. Like sometimes it came knocking back at the door and I was just like, no, it's done. Like I appreciate it, but there's no space in my life for that fear of abandonment. And we have to do that in order for us to move forward, because otherwise we stay stuck. Like with fear of abandonment, I've not realized that I've been behaving that way and showing up in that manner for a very, very long time. And I was protecting myself, or that's what I thought I was doing, protecting myself. If someone tried to, or not tried to, but if someone was moving away from me, I was like chasing them, thinking that if I can convince them about who I was and the amazing qualities that I have, then they would stay. Or helping someone over and over and over again, like being kind of like the person where it's like they see my value, so that when I help them, and then they would stay with me. I had to break up with that version of myself. And there's still certain parts of my identity that I have to break up with. Right now, nothing comes to mind, but I'm sure there is going to be something that a part of me that I'm going to break up with. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I got to a point where I'm like, it's okay. But the thing is, like, we have to break up so that we can embrace that new part of ourselves, that new version of ourselves. And only when we become different, when we step into a new identity, when we start changing the frequency that we are on, only then can things on the outside shift as well. We can attract new people, new experiences, new things, new everything into our life. But we have to break up with the old self. We have to break up with that so that the new self, the true self, well, the new self is basically the true self that's already within you, but you have to break away those change of the past self in order for that self of the new self, the true self, to emerge and rise. And then you will attract what really is for you and what serves you. So write in the comment today, break up. And let's all break up together. But I think breaking up together is easier because we're all going through it. And I'm actually not joking. It's really something I think that is important to do. And my channel here, the community, the chat, like not the chat, the comment section, it's really there for you to also engage, to share with each other, to engage with me, so I can also engage with you. Like it's there to support each other. So please use it. Use it. Right? Breakup, and then we can start your breakup journey. Just talk about it. Like, don't worry. There's no sales pitch or whatever in the comments. Like, no. For me, like, also just as a disclaimer, like, I do not sell here on my videos. If anyone wants to work with me, then there's links in my description. Everybody can just ask me, but I do not, like, I'm not selling in the video. That's for me, it's just not happening. If I have something in the future where I'm like, I want to introduce it, of course I might mention it, but it's not my purpose, not in these videos. So when I ask you to write a comment, then I mean write a comment so that we can chat, that we can support each other, that we can grow and expand and share experiences with, because I think we are in this life to share, to co-create. And I know so many of us, we don't have a community of like-minded people. So let's create one together. All right. So that's it from me today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, love you, and sending you so much love from my little heart to your heart. And of course, as always, a big, big squeezy hug.